I'm trying to figure out what are the added benefits of you being a genie. That's the only, like, what's the difference of you being Luffy in Nika form than you transform to a genie? I'm trying to figure, is he gonna do something like extraordinary or something amazing? He just does a regular Haki punch. I'm like, okay.
He's been basically, I don't say running away from Emu throughout this fight, but like he has these pockets where he's trying to attack, he's not successful, and he's trying to regroup from distance and range, and it's just not helping. It's not working. He basically put himself back in the position he was in before, but he's struggling even more.
When we look at Luffy in Egghead, he kind of looks like he's losing control of his Devil Fruit. And now, when we look at this arc, it looks like the same thing is happening. I feel like he's gotten weaker since Wano.
I was actually really shocked to see Luffy just out of nowhere go genie mode. That to me it was like so out of pocket and like random, and like makes you start thinking, all right, well, you know Luffy's ability is versatile too, and it goes into his imagination, but like it's weirdly somewhat similar to Emus with his versatility, but I don't know the ins and outs of either of them. So I don't know, like, because Luffy just really went on a transformation. Luffy's only transforming in awakening mode. That's his transformation. Then he changed to a transformation completely different from his normal awakening. Like, right. And I'm trying to figure out what are the added benefits of you being a genie. That's the only, like, what's the difference of you being Luffy in Nika form than you transform to a genie? I'm trying to figure, is he gonna do something like extraordinary or something amazing? He just does a regular Haki punch. I'm like, okay. Then it gets taken out like in 2 seconds. I'm just like, what was the point of this form? What did it do? What did it add? Like, it was mind-boggling. I didn't expect it. I'm like, all right, is something gonna happen? Something that's gonna be interesting. Really nothing. Just a bigger size Luffy. He's pretty much going to me. He's like he's going to elephant gun. He's really just going giant. Even mentions it, you just got bigger, bro, and you're still a big Haki punch. You might as well just do Onigashima at this point. Punch he did on Onigashima at Kaido. You might as well just do that to Ema at this point. But I don't know. I just like, what was the point of this form? Because to me, it didn't really do anything.
Right.
And I maybe it's unfair because he's facing Emu, and it's like that is fair. If you're facing Emu doing this form, it's mostly you're not gonna do anything what you want to do. Emo's on a whole entire different level of beastness and like fighting capability. But I also noticed, like, I've been seeing a little bit, I don't know if I could be wrong. You know how Luffy kind of like follows up, like attacking? Emo's doing the same style. If you look at it, once he's attacking, he's like following up, following. His fighting style is similar to Luffy's, but a more of a experienced, mature, and accurate way of fighting. I really thought like Luffy kind of fights that way, but it's more like meshy and goofy. It got a little better over time with Rayleigh's instructions and like, you know, and how you're supposed to fight. But it's not as like, you know, proficient as what Emo's doing.
I'm gonna keep it short. Lionel said a good amount about like I didn't understand the whole genie thing. Like I was shocked. It just seemed so random to me. Like I'm like the only time I feel like you saw a genie was on Big Mom's crew with that guy's ability, like her son's ability. I'm like that's it. Like you know. And the only I could think of because Emo makes a comment about it. Like obviously Luffy's bigger here, and Emo's kind of telling him you increasing your size to become bigger is not gonna matter. I just dropped dude bigger than you. Were you not watching that? Like you know, I thought maybe that.
I just want to say, Emu just says size doesn't matter. I've been saying that for a minute now. Because everybody was like, yo, Loki big, Harold big, yo, that yo, it don't matter when it comes to this hockey game, bro.
No, I agree. Emu talking his crap was great. Lord said, I just put this dude down who's way bigger than you. You thought being a genie was going to help? Come on now. And then we back to teleportation piece and Luffy's running again. Like I mentioned earlier, I like seeing Luffy on the back foot versus any opponent, especially if they're strong. He's been basically, I don't say running away from Emu throughout this fight, but like he has these pockets where he's trying to attack, he's not successful, and he's trying to regroup from distance and range, and it's just not helping. It's not working. He basically put himself back in the position he was in before, but he's struggling even more. Normally, Luffy can like figure out a way to deal with the thing that he had just dealt with earlier in a different way, and like he's reverting back to just running from these heat-seeking missiles. And I'm like, yo, this is how out of his depth he actually is versus Emu, and I really enjoy seeing that. Again, I like how casually Emu could just use these attacks, like Stigma, the Omens. Like, there's no like load up for real. Like, there's the little hand sign stuff he's doing, but it's so quick. Like, Luffy had to immediately get out of the genie attack and then roll away and then run again. And it's like, yo, he's just doubling up. Like, he just instantly doubling up on these attacks. I really do like the fighting style. Maybe it's him pressing the issue because he has this time limit, or maybe this is just how Emu fights. And that would be even better for me. But
I just want to add one thing. What you saying that just remind me of real quick. It reminded me of when you're in a boss battle and they do that one move that you can't really defend it. You got to run away from a little bit. That's what it's like what Luffy's doing. Emu's doing these those omens. He's like, crap, I can't really block them, so I got to run away a little bit and reset, then try to attack later on. It reminded me of that when you were saying that, because this is the second time Luffy legit got on his feet, started running around. So I thought, like, you're playing the game, I got to run away. So you're running around the map to avoid all the boss's attacks.
Yo, Lawrence, you think Emu harder to beat than Lubu in Dynasty Warriors 2?
Oh, 100%.
I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I'm so fresh like the morning. Mouth wide open like they yawning. Every time they see me, they in G-Shock. Homie, this is too far. Homie, I feel too alive. You can see me like Illuminati. You can see me like Illuminati. But I'm shining so bright, so bright. Don't come and try to share some of this light now. Give me a beat and I control it like a maestro. Ladies on a mission, they be trying to get me wiped up. Shawty, wait a minute, can't tell if I like ya. Gotta make sure you know how to shake it like a bartender. Team with me and they all winners. And you know we ballin' all winners.
What can I say? I thought Egghead was the arc that I thought Luffy was weaker than his previous arc in Wano. I just feel like his Haki skills were way better. And I wouldn't say the mastery of his Devil Fruit was better. I would just say that the Devil Fruit itself just spawned. So he was kind of like fighting how he fights, but the Devil Fruit was just attributing to all of his attacks. And then we went to Egghead. And in Egghead, he barely used the Haki attacks he was using against Kaido. So the Haki attacks that I'm talking about is the Conqueror's Haki infused with the advanced armament Haki, which creates the separation. It's just way stronger. When we look at Luffy in Egghead, he kind of looks like he's losing control of his Devil Fruit. And now, when we look at this arc, it looks like the same thing is happening. I feel like he's gotten weaker since Wano. And maybe that's just me, but I've mentioned this before during Egghead. I just feel like this Luffy isn't the same Luffy that we saw in Wano. I feel like the Devil Fruit, since it's been activated, has slowly churning his personality into the Zoan itself, where it's like very laughable and comical and, you know, all these other like silly things. And this is where the genie comes out, because the genie doesn't really serve a purpose. And Luffy knows this. Luffy from Rip, when he was eating the food, already said, this person is astronomically strong. I need to eat all this food in order to prepare myself, because he deserves that much respect out of me. And yet he's doing stupid things like this. I don't get it. Like, I don't know why Oda's taking this route, because if you put Kaido in the same situation, he's going to lose to Emu. But I don't see Emu putting up as much ease as he is against Luffy right now. Like, I think he would take Kaido more seriously. And maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm reading the room wrong. But I guess it just doesn't feel right that Luffy's acting this way. I want to say something else about Luffy's power that I was mentioning before. So Luffy seems to be using his Devil Fruit in a very like stupid way. On Egghead, I would probably even say he had better mastery of his Devil Fruit than he has right now. Because on Egghead, he was creating sunglasses out of his mind. He was able to put back his scars and like back on his chest and his eyes back on his chest and stuff like that. He was able to like take a tree and turn it into like a baseball bat with a helmet and then put Haki on it. So it just shows that he could basically do anything. I felt like that's what Egghead was trying to tell me with Luffy's ability. And then we get to this part where he turns into a genie, hooks off on Emu. Emu casually blocks it. And then Emu throws on the omen bell on his chest with the two flames. And instead of taking the two flames and throwing it off of him, he just goes into a smaller version of himself in order to dodge Sword Stigma. And I'm like, is he losing his control over the Devil Fruit? Is he getting worse? Or is it just me? But listen, man, Emu just seems like a no right now. Like, Stigma is literally just L Thor. Like, it really is.
An L Thor that works on Luffy?
Right, that works on Luffy, which is crazy. But I'm really appreciating the fact of how strong Emu is. Even though I feel like Luffy's a little weird right now, I think he's very, very strong. So I'm glad to see that. Also, I have one question for you guys. So you remember I was talking about the Zoans during the color spread, where like the white part and the black part are supposed to like conjoin, and then you get like the actual version? So it's a scarf, right? Like it hangs over the shoulders. if Emu's is actually a zone as well, like a mythical zone, do you think the final transformation for your awakening is that you no longer have a scarf, but you have like a ring around the back of your head?
Oh, well, what Emo has like now? You're saying that it transitions to what?
Yeah.
Like if you have full control over it, it becomes like this halo, this dark halo versus the cloud.
Yeah, or it could just be like a non-colored halo. It's probably just dark because Emu is like he prefers the dark side.
You think it's invisible?
No, it's not invisible.
No,
Yeah. He can grab.
Nobody's mentioned the many eye ring hovering over this man's body.
I only say they haven't, but Luffy didn't mention. Emo looks scary. Like he looks crazy, and I'm sensing an overwhelming power from him. Like those are Luffy's actions and thought process, seeing and feeling Emo's power. I actually probably think that Luffy might actually be nervous for the first time in his life in a fight, and I think that's why it's different. I mean, I could be wrong, but
I don't know that it's the first time.
The only time I can think of it, look at all the fights that Luffy's been in. Luffy never really looked like he was bugging out, even against Kaido, or Yonko, or Big Mom. This is the first time Luffy was sensing Emo's power. Because again, he's sensing Admiral, he went to go chase after him. Luffy's sensing Emo's power. Luffy was freaking out saying that I need to eat, like keep on eating until I have the strength to fight this dude. To me, Luffy's kind of showing like Luffy got a little nervous saying that I need to eat to even beat this guy. All the food for him to even face Emo.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like again, I could be wrong. It's crazy. Like Lawrence, remember the Natsu thing you mentioned with Natsu face from?
Oh yeah. With
to me, it's like I thought it's something similar to that in a weird way.
It's just a way before Larry. Like years ago when I was actually reading Fairy Tail, it was like when Natsu,
my brother. Mm-hmm.
But this is I'm not reading when Natsu got shut down by was it Gildarts or whatever. Like I thought that was
one
crazy.
Of the best scenes.
It was so crazy. I was trying to explain the lineup because like Natsu, he's like Luffy. Imagine Luffy like your will kind of getting broken in a way with just intimidation through conquerors, pretty much by Shanks. Like that's like kind of what happened.
And again, I don't see it when Lawrence is saying that. I can never see it. When how Luffy was reacting towards Emo's Haki, was he eating the Elba food? That's when I kind of saw it. Like to me, Luffy a little bit got a little nervous facing Emo. I could be wrong, but
Seb, you need to watch Fairy Tail, brother.
Do I?
Just for the goon material. Just for the goon material.
That's never gonna be enough for me to watch a series.
Oh, it's enough.
It's enough.
It's enough, bro.